Hey guys, it's Eunice and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be showing you guys a tutorial on this look that I have on today. It is one of my to-go makeup. I use it whether I'm going out, I use it if I go to work, I use it just on a daily basis. It's the most easy for me. I usually tend to stick to nudes all the time, so in this video you guys will be watching this. But I also wanted to take the time to thank you all for watching my videos. Honestly, when I decided to film my first video and put it up on YouTube, I never thought that I would get the reaction that I did get. I never thought that I would get the messages that I did receive. And I'm so thankful that you guys are watching them, and I'm thankful, just for you guys liking them and just, it's, like I said, taking the time out of your guys' day to watch. And I just, hopefully this year I make tons of more videos. That's one of my goals for this year, is to, be constantly uploading videos so you guys could watch, coming up, with every type of video that you guys want to see. So also at the end of this video, when you guys watch, if you guys just want to comment down below and put, your guys' ideas, what kind of videos you guys like to watch, just anything. I would really appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. So to start off, as you guys could see, I did pin my hair back just so it wouldn't get in my face while I do my makeup. I did prime my face already. I usually prime it with two things. I usually use this MAC Mineralized Charged Water. It's a skin hydrating mist. I usually spray it all over my face and I leave it around for 2 minutes. Then I usually get my Neutrogena Hydro Boost water gel, and I usually put this all over my face. This, I usually use it on a daily basis. I usually use it every morning, every night, every time I get out of the shower. It just hydrates my skin. I don't know about you guys, but me, I usually have dry skin, especially during this time, time of year. During winter, it gets really dry, so I have to hydrate it constantly just so it could stay hydrated and my makeup will look okay, and I don't have flaky skin or anything. So to start off, I have a set of everything in here. I am going to show you guys how I usually do my makeup on a daily basis. I don't use too much, I guess you could say, I don't know, but I'm gonna show you guys here. So I am going to start off by using this Hourglass Veil primer. It's like this. Just a little bit will help. I usually just go ahead and put it all on my skin after I have primed it with my Neutrogena and my MAC Mineralizer. I usually put it mostly on my nose area and on my cheek area, just because that's where I usually tend to get, where my makeup kind of starts smearing off and everything. So I am going to use that. And then I am going to just start using my foundation. The foundation that I use is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick. This I have became a fan of. I have used it for a while now, and I usually would tend to always look for a new foundation and just didn't like anyone except for this one. So I am just going to put this all over my face. You could always go back and put some on if you would like. I'm going to be using my Real Techniques Beauty Blender and just kind of dab it in until I see no more. Now after I have blended it in, I usually don't put another layer on, just because I like to put on makeup, but I don't like my face to feel really cakey. So I am going to use this little sample here of Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Now I usually do go to Sephora and I get little samples here and there so I could see what I like and what I don't like. And this foundation here, I have actually grown to like it just because it's a medium to full coverage, and it doesn't look really cakey when you put it on. And I have gone with it all day long, and it lasts, but it doesn't look, like really like paint stuff on your face. So I'm going to be using this beauty blender now, and I'm just going to cover that area where I did put my other HD foundation. Now this, I just usually do it just because it makes me feel comfortable, and it just covers up a lot more, because the HD foundation, it is a coverage foundation, but it's not a complete full coverage foundation. It's for like, you know, just a daily basis, I guess. But that's why I usually put this one on after. This is what my skin looks like after I have used 2 of those foundations. Now when I am done with this, I usually use my Magic Lumi stick. This here, I usually use it to go under my eyes. I don't put it too much in any other spot, just because, like I said, when I have this peeve where just when it looks like it's so much makeup just piled on my face, and that to me, that is not cute. So when I am done doing that, I usually take my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I usually just set that under my eyes and on my eyelid. Just anywhere where it could just look like that. Now I usually tend to set this maybe like 5 minutes. I know a lot of you guys, you know, just usually put it on and take it off right away, but I usually like to just leave it on for quite a bit sometimes. And so that's just something that I like to do. So after we have done that, I usually tend to get this Too Faced in Milk Chocolate. I usually use this bronzer here, and I usually take one of these brushes. It's not, you know, a skinny brush or a fat brush. It's a really thin, flexible brush. I just kind of go through my sides like that. I tend to set it here just because I've always seen like the size of the forehead, and then, you know, I like to leave the same size here for contour, and then I like to put the same size here, because if I usually just put it way down here, for me that's kind of too low. So that's why I tend to do it here. Keep that like that for a while, and then I usually go and do my eyebrows next. Now for my eyebrows, I use 2 of these. I use the Brow Stylist Designer in Blonde, and I use the Brow Stylist Definer. And actually they are both L'Oreal. This one here is just, you know, the pencil, and this one here is a little thinner. So what I usually do is I usually go with this one first, and I usually, you know, just get a mirror, and I usually start from the top. I usually like to start from the top, just because I feel like that is what's going to give it shape. Well, that is it for my eyebrows. After I put in my eyebrows, I usually use my Brow Drama from Maybelline gel, and I usually just set a little bit of that on just so they could stay in place throughout the whole day, or throughout, you know, whatever I have to do. So after I finish my eyebrows, I get, you know, just any big brush, fluffy brush, and I just fluff off my translucent powder and any excess powder that I do have remaining on my skin. So once I have done that, I usually go and use my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I usually put a little bit on. I don't put a whole lot on. So I usually just dab it on. And with my finger, I usually just pat it down. Until it kind of smooths out all over your eye. And then for today's, I will be using the Huda Beauty Rose Palette Edition palette, and I will be starting off with a little smudger brush, and I will be using the color Sandalwood. The Sandalwood color is a really good toned brown. I like to use it like as a translucent color. And I usually just kind of start from the outer corner and work my way in. I don't really like to use bright colors too much. It's really rare if I'll be using a bright color. My colors are usually like nude colors, browns. I just like to stay in that area just because, you know, they look a little bit more like a natural color. And they don't look too wild, so. Especially when I'm, you know, when it's a normal day like today, this is kind of what I like to do. It's just something cool toned. So I just kind of use this as, like I said, as a translucent color. And I really like this palette. I really have liked it just because it comes with every color you could possibly need. It comes with your browns, it comes with your burgundies, it comes with your pinks, and it comes with black and gray. And then the best colors of all are this top line, just because they are like super pigmented colors. Let me show you guys really fast how pigmented they are. This is one color, if you just take a look. And it's just amazing. Look at the colors. And then they just dab on right away. So that's what they look like. And that's what they really look like on your eyes. And I had always looked for an eyeshadow palette that had colors like that, like foily colors, and I could never find one except for this one that I did recently purchase, and I have found love with it, and I am ready to go and purchase the other one. And I heard that she's coming out with a new one pretty soon. So I'm waiting and I am excited for that. So after I have done this, I usually tend to get a little bit darker color. And today I'm going to be using the Cocoa palette. It's like a brown burgundy color. And I usually tend to put it, like I said, on this outer. And with the same fluffy brush, after wiping it off, I just kind of get it and I kind of smudge it in to the translucent color I did have, and I kind of smudge it into the middle of my eye. So it won't look so dark, but it does look a little bit darker than what it first looked like. So after I have done that, I will be using the Moon Dust color. This Moon Dust color is a little yellow, like a tan yellow gold, and it has a really pretty shine to it. So with this, I'm just going to use my finger, and I'm just going to put it in the middle of my eye. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the left side. And I just kind of tuck it in and pat it in. So once I see that it is even, I take this brush, I use a little bit more sandalwood, and I go ahead and blend it in with that moon dust color. And that is it for my eyes today, for my eyeshadow. So it's really nice and blended in now. So after I do that, I use my all-time favorite Kat Von D Trooper Black liner. It's a tattoo liner. I have been in love with this ever since she came out with it. It's a really cool point and it's really easy to use. You just put it on and you're done, and that's it. So I'm gonna do my eyeliner. So I have done that. I try to make them look as even as possible, but like I said, I really don't wing it a lot just because I don't want to look crazy, and just because it is a normal day, and that's what I'm gonna do. So after I do that, I just usually tend to fix, you know, the rest, put my blush on, put everything else on, but I do actually fix my contour all the time with my Sculpted Face. This is IT Cosmetics. I do usually tend to get a little bit bigger brush, and as you guys could see, I am out. I need to go buy another one. I usually, right now, I'm using this one just because, like I said, I haven't gone to buy a new one. So this is just a little bit darker, and I just dab it off a little bit, and I just make my contour a little bit darker than what it is. So and after I have done that, I usually tend to get just a smaller brush like this one. And my all-time favorite is Naughty Nude blush from Revlon. It is a pinkish color. I'm not too sure how I would explain it. It's kind of like a pinkish nude. It's not too pink, not orangey. But I usually just put a little bit on. And I'm not kidding you, I have had this brush for years now, and it is the only brush that I love to use because it doesn't put too much on, or it's not like a little bit. So this is what I usually do. I just put on a little bit, and then when I'm done, I actually forgot one step that I usually do. I usually have this all the time. It's my Smashbox Full Exposure palette, and it has these colors here. I usually use this tone. It doesn't have a name to it. I looked for it and it doesn't have a name. And using the same Smashbox brush, I usually get that one, and I usually put it in between my eyeshadow and my brow. It is like this white color. It's not too white. It's like a white tan color, and that's the color that I usually like to put in. And then once I am done with that, we put this aside, and I usually use my eyelash curler and my Neutrogena Healthy Volume. I have fell in love with this mascara. Actually, it's mascara. I think I said eyeliner, but I tend to love this so much, and I use it all the time. So I just curl my lashes. And after I do that, I usually prime my lips with Carmex, which I'm a huge fan of because, like I said at the beginning of this video, my face just seems to get really dry during this time of, you know, year. So I always have to have Carmex, and I always have to be hydrating my skin just so it could look okay. But I usually use my Urban Decay Glide on lip pencil and deep. This is like a nudish color. This is something that I always do. Like I said, I don't put too much on. I usually just color them in, and then I use this Buxom lipstick on my lips, which is a really light pink. It tends to get your lips a little bit fuller, and you could totally tell because once you put it on, your lips start burning. And after that, I am done for today's look. This is what it looks like. Like I said, I don't use too much makeup for a regular day. This is what my makeup looks like. Usually when I go to work, I go out, you know, unless it's a really special event. But this is what my makeup tends to look like. So we are done. So this is my final look. It's not too dramatic. It's not too, too special. This is what I usually go for every single day, whether I go to work or if I just go out somewhere. For a special occasion, it is a little bit different, which I hope that within time I will be able to make another video on showing you guys my makeup. But for today, this is what it's going to look like. Like I said, I really don't like too much makeup on my face. As much as I like it, I don't like putting too much on. To me, it kind of looks cakey. But this is what today's look looks like, and I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you guys give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe.